All right, chat. We have new cards. New cards to go over. We also didn't go over yesterday's cards because I didn't stream yesterday. So, you know. Say Illaoi's bad. You'll be mad? Why would you be mad? Unlike many other content creators, we went over this before. Unlike many other content creators, I won't lie to you about these cards, okay? If they're bad, I will tell you that they're bad. Okay? I'll be honest with you. Watch the video? Wait, which video? Oh, the Illaoi video? Okay, we can watch the Illaoi video. That's fine. That's fine. Is it on YouTube? Because the Twitter one, like, always has just the absolute worst quality. You sure watch my reviews? Yo, what's up? Alright. Illaoi reveal, chat. Are you guys ready? Grab your popcorn. Ugh. Pink sexy mommy? Illaoi armpit so hairy, ew? There's nothing wrong with a hairy armpit. The YouTube one? I found it, Raul. Thank you, though. Sexy swole mama. Alright. Here we go, chat. I'll go and turn it up a little bit. We can watch some Illaoi. How do you pronounce Illaoi? Illaoi. Ill, like you're sick, you know, you're real ill. Ow, like, you know, you stubbed your toe. And then E, like the letter E, you know? Illaoi. Kind of Illaoi? Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's go, chat.
Life is too short for fear.
Too short for fear. Path of Champions. Okay. First off, can I be the first person? I don't know if I'm the first person to say it, but like, I want to say first. It's weird that they have the Path of Champions stuff in the reveal. Like, there's nothing like wrong with it, I guess. You know, they are just trying to show off their new thing. They're releasing Path of Champions 2. But also, like, I don't know. I just don't really like it. I just don't really like it. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. But, yeah.
Old. Stand and be tested.
Illaoi, stand and be tested. Illaoi, 4 mana, 1/6 overwhelm. Attack spawn 1. Then I gain power equal to your strongest tentacle's power this round. Okay, let's watch it.
Defend yourself.
New keyword spawn. Summons tentacles. Yo, Eon?
You know,
Get that Basis money? Hell yeah, bro. Thank you so much.
Fortunate. Meet me.
Guns blazing.
Guns blazing. She really do be tentacle slapping though, huh?
Another one. Why are there so many?
Look and see the glory of Naga Kaburos.
The glory of Naga Kaburos.
By my honor, you must die.
The sea's protection takes many.
So spawn
forms.
2, spawn 4.
When the water is still, you must make
Okay.
waves. Move.
Yo, starting that free attack though? Let's go.
Quickly, strike deftly.
Stand strong beneath her gaze.
And then our sharp sight that draws 2. Let's fucking go.
This is it.
Is that new village board?
Or drown.
We'll look. I don't think so. I think that's the old one.
We will regain what we have lost.
Naga Kaburos smiles upon victory.
She's got so many stats. Holy shit. Yo, new relic? Poggers?
Grudges are the anchors that drown.
Poggers, chat? We can now make our units elusive? Wow, that's so good. That's crazy. You know, I was having a lot of trouble fighting Gangplank, but now that I know I can give my tentacle elusive, that's a free matchup right there.
Growth demands effort. Witness truth. Naga show.
Naga Show! Naga Kaburos' tentacles. Damn, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Alright. You love that the 4 tokens at the end have different arts? Yeah, check this out, chat. It's actually really cool. Because they're all part of the same picture, if you look at it. They're literally all part of the same picture from this guy. that like hangs out in the middle. It's actually really cool. It's actually really cool. All right. LR 2.0 greater than Overwatch 2.0? True. All right. Let's go ahead and start going through some of the new cards then. Okay. Let's start from the top. We'll work our way down. Is your idea what's going on with this play pattern? Don't worry. I'll walk you through it. Yeah, thanks for the prime, buddy. I appreciate it. 4 mana, 1/6 Overwhelm. Attack spawn 1, then I gain power equal to your strongest tentacle's power this round. Okay, so spawn, if you don't know, spawn means that you summon out a tentacle. If you already have a tentacle, then it just buffs your tentacle 1/1 for whatever the spawn is. You know, so if you spawn 3 and you already have a tentacle, then it gets buffed, you know, by 3/3, which is like dope. Yeah, you get big tentacle, big tentacle. And like 6 health is a lot. Definitely. And like when she's attacking, she's at minimum like a 2/6. You know, so it can only be like so bad. She is like hella tanky. Level up when I've seen tentacles or I deal 15 plus damage. I'll be honest with you. Let's go to the next one first, okay? When she levels up, she's a 4-man 2/7. When you spawn, increases value by 1. Dope. Attack spawn 1, which is really spawn 2, right? Then fully heal your strongest tentacle, and I gain stats equal to its stats this round. So she just gets big as fuck. She gets big as fuck. I say she's thick. You know, she's a little thick. I don't know how often this champion's flipping. That's my main worry. I see this right here. I've seen tentacles or I deal 15 plus damage. So either your tentacle has like been on board for multiple turns and like eats a bunch of different buffs and then like gets big and then like, you know, does the damage, dope. Or she attacks it on her own. And she's in Bilgewater, which Bilgewater does not have the best combat tricks in the world, doesn't have the best protection in the world. I don't know how often she's actually going to flip. I think she's incredibly similar to Renekton, where like if your opponent runs like Ravenous Flock or like Scorched Earth or anything in their deck to interact, she's literally never going to flip. That's like my main worry. I think it's cool. 15 is like 2 attacks and a strike spell. Yeah, 2 attacks and a strike spell. How often does Renekton survive 2 attacks? Literally, how often does Renekton survive 2 attacks? She can get attack without leveling. Good for aggro. If you keep her alive with control, she starts gaining health. We'll see. I think that what she does is cool, but if you're relying on like your tentacles surviving for a long time to like buff it up, I do not have high hopes for this. Saw my stream, survived 2 attacks. False advertisement is a girl, but I feel you. We all thought Yumi would never flip, and she flips almost every game. That's because Cataclysm's OP. You have 4/4 tentacle on board and you attack, you already deal 11. True, but you still have to get a second attack in. And they both have to like survive. Like she has to attack in and then survive, chat. That's like the issue, you know? Oh, you're talking about Renekton? Oh, you mean like last game? Oh, true. Yeah. No, we did just play a game against Renekton where Renekton flipped. That is true. I don't know. It'll be interesting. She has 6 health though. True. She does have 6 health, but the 4 mana point, if she's attacking in, she's taking at least 4 damage, right? Like minimum 4 damage. Like Flock destroys her, you know, any sort of damage based removal. Cause again, you're in Bilgewater. Like, are we doing like Bilge Ionia? Is that the idea? Yo, Angela Bongala, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, bum. Yeah, I don't know. Stream it for Hourglass? Maybe. We'll see. Let's keep going. You know, maybe there's other cards here that like make a little bit more sense. Just player in silver? That's smart. I like that infinite picture. That's a good call. Allow you to tentacle smash. Spawn 3, then your strongest tentacle and an ally strike each other. Or in an enemy, rather. So this is like a single combat. At minimum, it's doing 3 damage to something. So you can use it on like a small enemy and like, you know, you're generating unit and removing one of their units at the same time. It's very similar to Pike Spell in that if you don't have a Tentacle out on board, it's very difficult to interact with, right? Which is like, that's kind of cool. Give Illaoi the regen stance. You could give her the regen stance. You definitely could. Yeah, I don't... This card seems all right. I think this card's probably pretty solid. Because, like, you know, even if you have, you know, like a 2/2 Tentacle out there, it turns into a 5/5 and then strikes with something. It's, like, not bad. I think this is probably one of the better cards here. I don't think it's, like, insane, but I think it's like, all right. Tahm Kench plus Illaoi. Why would you put Tahm Kench and Illaoi together? The Tentacle on board, it doesn't matter. They can kill a Tentacle and a new 3/3 will pop up. True. Which is cool. I think this is probably a pretty solid card. I have Naga Kaburos. 5 mana burst speed, spawn 2, draw 2. So, at absolute worst, what this is like burst speed, summoning a unit, and drawing 2. It's 5 mana. 5 mana is a lot. Yo, what's up, Vivo? How's it going? 5 mana is a lot. Although, like, 4 mana draw 2 exists in this game. And, like, salvage is sometimes played. Admittedly, salvage doesn't see a ton of play. But, like, 1 mana, burst speed, summon a 2/2 isn't, like, that bad. I think this card's probably a little bit overrated, though. I've definitely talked to a few people who are like, oh my god, this card's broken. Because, you know, it's a combat trick that's a grant +2/+2, and it draws you a card. That's crazy. It's like, okay, so, like, if we're using this as a combat trick, A, it can literally only be used on the Tentacle. B, you have to hold up 5 mana as a combat trick? Whew. Does the Tentacle go back to 1/1 if it dies? Yes, it does. It's also an instant speed summon. True. So what I said was it's basically salvage with the jury rig on it. And, like, yes, a 2/2's absolutely better than a 1/1. Of course, right? Of course. But it really is kind of salvage with a jury rig on it. Which is like, it's all right. It's fine. This card's, like, fine, I think. I think it's, like, super fine. I think it's going to see, like, 0 play outside of Archetype. Maybe that's wrong. Like, maybe it's summoning a unit is, like, so valuable that it actually sees play in, like, every Bilgewater deck. Maybe. I don't know. I think one thing that's really hard to judge here, with all of these Tentacle cards, is, like, we don't know how good the Tentacles actually are, and, like, how often the Tentacles are actually sticking, and how big they're getting on, like, specific turns. I think these are the type of things that, like, at least for me, I don't really, like, I can't really conceptualize until we actually see them in game, right? So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, so if I get, like, a 2/2 Tentacle, or I buff my Tentacle 2/2, how good is that? You know, I like, what turn can I actually cast this on? And it's, like, fine. I don't know. It's like a cute card. I don't mind it, but I'm not super impressed with it. Cards that have 2 cards worth of effects are pretty strong. I think this one follows suit. Potentially. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If it turns out in, like, 3 weeks that this card is actually just, like, ran in every Bilgewater deck, I don't think I would be, like, ultra surprised. But also if this card saw, like, literally negative play outside of Archetype, I also would not be surprised. Get him tempo to keep it up. The 1-drop. I don't even know if the 1-drop's good. But let's go ahead and scroll down. So Naga Kaburos. Naga Kaburos is, like, it's like her fucking elder one god or whatever, right? Patron? Yeah, patron. Goddess. See people pull Watchful Idol in the Scout 4-drop? That'd be funny. Nakaboros is kind of hot garbage. It's round start, and you need a 12 mana Tentacle. Do Tentacles have a special cutscene when a female champion gets slapped by them? I don't think so, Atlas. I hope not. Alright, Nagaboros. 8 mana, 5/8. fearsome. So this thing does have a big ass. This is Leviathan stats, right? And instead of overwhelm, it has fearsome. So, okay. Round start spawn 2, which is like either creating a 2/2 or buffing your current tentacle. Then, if your strongest tentacle has 12 plus power, create a Naga Kaburos Tantrum in your hand. And Naga Kaburos' Tantrum is a 0 mana focus speed spell. Naga Kaburos starts a free attack with 4 Naga Kaburos tentacles. Naga Kaburos tentacles say, when I'm summoned, grow my stats to those of your strongest tentacle and grant me its keywords. Whew. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of text. This is Naga Kaburos isn't a ship. That is true. It is not a ship. It's the tentacles. It's the tentacle monster. So like when this goes off, this is like basically auto winning the game, right? This is basically auto winning the game if this goes off, which is cool. You have to have a tentacle with 12 plus power at round start, right? So this isn't something that you can like cheat. You can't like use the Noxus card to like buff its attack by like 5 and then and then you get the card. Like, no, this is round start, so you have to like natty have a tentacle with 10 attack going into the turn, which feels like a lot. That feels like a lot. Unless your opponent has like 0 hard removal, that feels like a lot to require. So I think that we don't even look at it as its win condition. We look at it as, okay, is having this big body that buffs up a tentacle or like creates a tentacle every single turn, is that good? Probably not. I think it's like bad Hydrovine. I think it's like really bad Hydrovine. Yo, PC Bane, thanks for a follow. Much appreciated, bud. It's like shitty Hydrovine. Yeah, I think it's like bad Hydrovine. Hard removal or units. Well, you can have like units, right? But yeah. You can use it with Stance Swap or Yumi a Tentacle. You could Yumi a Tentacle. That'd be pretty funny. And like you could give the Tentacle Overwhelm and like buff it up, and like grant it. And, like maybe there's like a cheesy way to do that. But yeah, so like Hydrovine is 7 mana. And the thing that it buffs out gets like bigger every single turn, and you're fine just throwing it away in combat or like as a blocker. Whereas like this Tentacle, you kind of want it to stick around, right? That's like the whole point of your deck. Altogether, very unimpressed with this card. Maybe you run it as like a Wana, maybe like as a 2 of. But I feel like if this deck is good, it's not because of this card. Unless there's like some cheesy way to like buff a tentacle up to like, insane heights. People are suggesting Yumi. Like, yeah, maybe if we Yumi a tentacle. Maybe. This is attach a tentacle and OTK with Naga Kaburos. Easy clap. This with Greenglade Lookout? You could. You could. But yeah. I don't know. If it was a boat, you'd run it. Like if it tutored Illaoi, probably. But yeah. I assume that they tested it as a boat, like as a tutor, and they just decided that was too strong. Buru Leader. This is one of the more interesting cards, I think. 3 mana, 3/2. Play a 1-cost ally starts a free attack. This is a cool card because it's not just tentacle support. Obviously, it's intended to work with tentacles, right? You get a big tentacle, you start a free attack with it, which is cool. Like that's a strong thing that you can do with this. But I like its synergy with like Misfortune, right? I like its synergy with Misfortune. I like its synergy with like Crackshot Corsair, where you're like starting this free attack and you're getting like the attack trigger, you're getting all the little pings on the stack. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The really funny interaction that I'm sure other people have already pointed out, but the really funny interaction is that Navigator always summons a 1-cost follower and grants it Scout. So if you use it on that follower, then that's a rally. That's literally a rally, because you get it like a real attack after that, if you use it on your defensive turn. Which I think that's like cool. That's a really cool synergy point. I think this card's interesting. Will this card be good? Probably not. I'll be honest with you. This card's probably not good. Another one.
Why are there so many?
Why are there so many? Yo, Dracros with the Prime. 6 months. Thanks so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. This card's probably not good, but I like it. I think it's a cool card. And if this Tentacle archetype is good, this card's scary as hell. Because you have to worry about this Tentacle being flung at you at any point, right? Which is always really scary. Bilge got 2 rallies this set? Kind of. Turbo level MF. Yeah, you have to have, like, specifically a 1-drop. It could be okay. You know, there might be, like, a combo deck where it, like, really shines, but, yeah. Watchful Idol. 1 mana, 0/5, immobile. Round start, deal 2 to me and spawn 1. So people are on the Copium, and they're like, okay, this card is actually really good against aggro. And, like, not really. Not really, though. Because it's, like, hella slow. Like, you play it out on turn 1. It summons a 1/1 on turn 2 that, like, maybe trades. And then a 1/1 on turn 3 that's definitely not trading. And a 1/1 on turn 4 that's definitely not trading. So, like, it chumps all right. Right? You know, against aggro. It's buffing the thing every turn, so it's not like the worst card in the world. That's Naga Kaburos when his tantrums a whole picture. Yeah, we noticed that. It's pretty cool. After 3 turns, get a 3/3. Yeah. I don't know if this card's actually that good. Just buys you time in aggro, but it's doesn't block on turn 1. It's a shitty block on turn 2. And then it's just like chumping 3 and 4. Like, if you're giving up your Tentacle every single turn, isn't that really bad for you? I'm pretty sure that's really bad for you. If you literally give up your Tentacle every turn. I don't think that this is, like, good into aggro. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Trying this card turn 4+. Oh, God. It's awful. It's genuinely awful. He'll get bigger eventually. I mean... Okay. So you play this on turn 1. Opponent, like, you high roll, so you have token on 1, right? So you get a blocker on turn 2. That's a 1/1. You block with it. Turn 3, you get another 1/1, but you don't have to block or attack that turn. So turn 4, it's a 2/2. Damn, that's kind of fire. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's probably necessary in a Tentacle deck because it spawns every turn. It's giving you, like, your Tentacle. It's setting your Tentacle up to, like, be buffed up and, like, be this unit that you really want to, like, you know, make really big and strong. But I don't know. I'm not impressed with this card. I don't think it's that good. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe this is, like, secretly good, but it's, I don't know. 1 mana House Spider? Like, it's a 1 mana House Spider over 4 turns. Whereas, like, House Spider summons 2 things in 1 action, which is, like, half the reason that's really good. 3 blocks for 1 mana seems good. I mean... maybe... I don't know. Not crazy about this card. I don't have ultra high hopes for it. It's probably necessary to run in every single Tentacle deck. But I don't know. Levels Swain by 6. If you just if you keep it alive, yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's never 3 blocks though, right? It's 2 blocks, right? It's 2 blocks, but yeah. It'll get buffed to be a 0/6. Why? What would that? But why? You have some Fox inside of a box. How's it going? I don't know. I think it's okay. I'm not impressed with this card. People are talking about this card like, oh my god, it's so broken. I don't think this card's that good. I don't think it's that good. Daburu Lookout. 5 mana 4/3 when I'm summoned spawn 3. Which, honestly, I don't think this card's that bad. Like, at worst, it's a 5 mana 4/3 that summons a 3/3 at the same time, right? Like, that's not that bad. The fact that it costs 5 mana, like, definitely sucks at least a little bit. But, like, summoning 2 units at once is, like, usually pretty good. Its stats aren't that bad. I don't know. I like this card. I think it's a cool card. It's basically a 4-drop that summons a 1 mana 3/3. It's cool. I like this card. Buru Lookout? More like Patty Lookout? Jesus. Buru. Would giving it regen not help? I don't think it buffing your tentacle one every turn is good. I just don't think that's good. I just don't think that's good. How does summon work? If it's summon 3, does it summon 3 1/1s? You mean spawn? No. So spawn will check to see if you have a tentacle. If you don't have a tentacle, then it summons out a 3/3. If you do have a tentacle, then it just buffs your existing tentacle 3/3. Why is my stream 720p? You want your 1080p? I don't know. I don't know. It's conditionless Tenor of Terror, except it's like so much better than Tenor of Terror. It's so much better than Tenor of Terror. Because Tenor of Terror is like, what, 1-3-3-1? That's so fucking bad compared to 4-3-3-3, right? You can only have one tentacle? Yeah, you can only have one tentacle. And if you have more than one tentacle, then the spawn effects only buff your strongest tentacle. It doesn't buff all of them. But yeah. It's better because Riot killed it. True. Poor Tenor. Poor Tenor. Can I start over the card reviews? I cannot, Vixter. I cannot. We'll go back over them and like a recap here in a second. The Sea's Voice, 3 mana 3/3, attack spawn 1, and give your strongest tentacle overwhelm this round. So it's like a payoff card. That's alright. Main issue with it, you can play it on like turn 3, and like it summons 2 blockers, right? It's kind of like the Camivoran Soldier, which is like a really good card, and it's summoning something that's not ephemeral. And it's like giving it overwhelm, so it's still good later on in the game. I think this like a really good card actually. Like if Tentacles as an archetype is playable, this card's like really good in it. Like really good in it. Wait, what do you mean, Josiah? Think the 2-cost Plunder card will be used in Tentacles? Jagged Taskmaster or whatever? I hope not. It's on attack, not summon? Wait, it's on attack? Wait. It's on attack? Okay. So if you don't have a tentacle, it summons a tentacle on your back line. It doesn't summon it attacking. And it just like buffs up your tentacle. But it's giving you like per turn value. This card's still probably good. It's like good in a different way, but it's still probably good. You can only have one tentacle out at a time. If you have a second tentacle, please pretend you don't, right? Yeah. It's kind of bad. Is it actually bad though? It's not that bad. 3/3 is still good stats. Like, yeah, 3/3 is like fine stats, right? You aren't upset with a 3/3 ever. And like it gives you per turn value. This card's not bad. Always dying on 3? No, and you don't have to play it on 3. You could play... So here's what you do. Okay. So you play Watchful Idol on 1. Okay. On turn 2, you have a 1/1. Turn 3, you have a 2/2. You play Answered Prayer, which makes it a 4/4. You play the Sea's Voice, and you attack with a 5/5 Overwhelm and a 3/3 on turn 3. Whoo, that's so good, chat. That's so good. The Sea's Voice is bad. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like fine. I think it's probably fine. What a memer? What do you mean, what a memer? It's kind of good. Yetis with extra steps? I'm sorry, what fucking Yeti do you have on turn 3 that has a 5/5 with Overwhelm? And you have 1 card left in your hand? No, we've only played 3 cards. We still have like 4 cards left in our hand. Can I repeat the strat again? You play Idol. You float. You play Answered Prayer on 3 into Sea's Voice and attack, and you have this 3/3 plus a 5/5 Overwhelm Tentacle. Right? Play 3 Idols and then play 7/7 Tentacle on turn 4. Yeah, that's a good idea, Henneke. I hadn't considered that. I had not considered that. The Overwhelm Yeti drops on 4? Yeah, but like this is dropping on 3. It's broken. Assuming you start the attack token. If you don't start the attack token, it's even better because it's a 6/6. It's a 6/6 on turn 4. And you can open attack with it. That's so good. I don't know. I don't think this card's bad. Like, I think Lookout and the Sea's Voice are like the best cards here. Probably. I think Buru Leader's really interesting. Tentacle Smash is like solid. This card, I don't know about it. Naga Kaburos, I don't think it's good. Yeah. And then Illaoi's literally like, if your opponent runs any interaction in the game, I don't know how the fuck you're flipping Illaoi. I don't know how the fuck you're flipping Illaoi. Idols and Starspring. Doesn't Mystic just end that whole plan? I mean, kind of. About you float and use Tentacle Bash on 3? I mean, you could, but it strikes. And you can't play your 3/3 that gives it Overwhelm and buffs it. Well, if they pokey stick your Tentacle when you put Answered Prayer on the stack, then you still have a 2/2. Like, who cares, right? You still end up with a 2/2. If they kill, like, it would be a 2/2 on turn 3, right? So they'd have to Mystic Shot it. And if they Mystic Shot it, then you're still getting a 2/2, which turns into a 3/3. What's wrong with that? My website, am I using this Runeterra.ar? Naga Kaburos is the coolest finisher in the game. It's just not good. It's very cool. It's very cool. And, like, if it goes off, it's definitely instantly winning you the game. But, you know. Text might as well read, I level up, you win the game. Who? Illaoi? I don't know about that. I don't think Illaoi's that... I really don't think Illaoi's that good. Illaoi shouldn't need to see with how bad her base version is. Wait, what do you mean how bad her base version is? Wait, what do you mean how bad her base version is? Illaoi's not bad. Like, if you look at her stats are good. Like, it's a 4-mana 1/6. That's really not a 1/6. It's at minimum a 2/6. Which you would never attack with anyway, right? But, like, there's so many cards to buff it up. Like, she's often going to be, like, a 4 or 5/6 on curve, right? Like, this isn't... She doesn't have bad stats. Like, her stats are huge. And her fucking health bar... Oh my god, 6 health on turn 4 is a fucking lot. The issue is that she has to go into combat. She has to go into combat to flip. Or she flips over like 3 turns by just swinging in the Tentacle, right? This is like the type of card that, again, it's like literally unfucking playable against anything that runs Flock or Scorched Earth. If Tentacle is huge and then gets killed, do you start from 1/1 again? Yes, yes. Love that made her a combat-based champion. Yeah, absolutely. I think that, like, champions that have to go into combat is, like, a cool thing. And she doesn't have, like, fucking quick attack, you know? She's not hiding behind quick attack like Senna does. You know, she's going in there and she's beating ass. Run it with Guiding Touch. just run it with Guiding Touch, forehead. It's a velocity.
Cannon me. Ah!
Another one.
Why are there so many?
Why are there so many? Attendees with a prime 4 months? What's up, buddy? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. K-Does is always strong. It's really not, though. It's really not, though. Cinco will be really helpful for Illaoi. Yeah, like, you could run this in, like, Ionia, right? Like, maybe that's the way to go. You just run it with, like, Twin Disciplines and, like, Deny. Like, maybe, yeah. Maybe it's Ionia. That feels kind of weird, but, like, yeah, maybe. Play your big Tentacle. I'll play Equinox on it. Yo, come on, Bren. Have mercy. 6-mana Taran card that fully heals and grows your attack. Yeah, that card's dog shit. Tentacle Smash is good as a champion spell or generally good? I think it's, like, solid, right? Like, at worst, like, at absolute worst, this is an Aftershock, right? Like, literal absolute worst, this card is an Aftershock. But, like, if you have a Tentacle out there and it buffs it and, like, gives it an attack, that's good. And if you hit something small and it survives, then it's a Tri-Beam, right? Like, I think this card's actually good. Did I see Roji's Illaoi list? I like, skimmed it. I didn't actually read it. Taran with Aphelios or Bandle Fae with Fizz. Yeah, a lot of people are on the Bandle. Aftershock that doesn't go face. I mean, and. Callista's level. Could she revive a Tentacle? I have no idea. Callista's weird because she used to, like, not bring back things that were buffed. I don't know. She probably won't bring back Tentacles because the Tentacles aren't buffed everywhere, right? Yeah, that would be my bet, is because Tentacles are not buffed everywhere, she wouldn't bring back Tentacles. Which region do you think she'll ultimately be paired with? I think a lot of people are thinking, like, Bandle and Ionia right now. Just papercraft tentacle. True. What's up, bud? Hourglass of tentacle, then you spawn another tentacle. Third time you spawn next round. Which tentacle is getting buffed? Strongest. And if they're the same, random. Strike each other? So, like, sometimes better, sometimes worse aftershock? No, it's literally... What do you mean, copy? In what situation is this worse aftershock? If used on a unit, it's literally aftershock. They strike each other. But, like, I guess in a situation where you already have a tentacle out there, but, like, even then, it's still better in aftershock. Should you revive a 1/1 tentacle? Yeah, but, like, there's no way it's ever your strongest thing, right? Swain Silver drop. What the fuck? Just Godwill a tentacle? You don't want multiple tentacles, chat. If you get multiple tentacles, only the strongest one gets buffed. You don't want multiple tentacles. But yeah. No, I think Tentacle Smash is a good card. It's worse aftershock against exactly Echo? Yeah, I agree with you, Llama. Atrocity Tentacle? You could. You definitely could. Why not Shurima? You could go Shurima. Yeah, Shurima's OP. Go for it. Quicksand is good. Desert Duel is, like, probably alright. You have Hourglass? Yeah, I could see it. How do we make the tentacles blade dance? With Buru. Da Buru. I'm normally wrong. Okay, Hickory. Okay, buddy. Yeah, no, there's a lot of options for, like, secondary regions. You could throw her with Udyr, right? And just, like, slap stances on them. I think that's a little bit all in. I think that, like, something with protection is probably where she needs to go. I think they're cool cards. I think Illaoi flipping isn't going to happen that often. If, like, Flock and Scorch are playable, you know? Like, maybe they won't be playable, right? Like, right now, Tri-Beam isn't that playable. So, like, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Also, it's I've seen, so, like, if she dies, she doesn't, like, hold on to... She doesn't hold on to progress, so you can, like, will her as well. But, yeah. You main deck Irelia spell. We're to play I when you have other options for draw and build. I have Naga Kaburos. I mean, I don't know. Like, in archetype, I think you play I. Outside of archetype, I think it's unlikely you play I. We'll see. Like, maybe this just becomes, like, a staple card that gets played everywhere. But I don't have, like, high hopes for it. But, yeah. Quick question marking me, Llama. You already know that I feel like that. Burst 2/2 plus draw 2 is really nice, bro. Like, I hear you, Henneke, but, like, if it's buffing your tentacle, that's usually going to be bad, I think. And it costs 5 mana. I think that, like, there are definitely some times where it does. But, like, 5 mana is a lot. 5 mana is a lot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Good outside archetype? Maybe. Yeah, it's like salvage plus jury rig, right? Like, I know there's a difference between a 1/1 and a 2/2. I'm well aware of that. But, like, it's 5 mana. 5 mana is a lot. We'll see. We'll see. Carry Tentacle on the board. You can't really finish off anything big with it. Your main point, though, is what's the best use case for it? We kill a shitter. We buff our Tentacle plus 3 attack. I mean, if you already have a Tentacle on board, then it's just interaction, right? It's single combat. If you already have a Tentacle on board, it's single combat. Which is, like, fine. Like, you have interaction, right? Do you run Bilge Rally? Maybe. I don't know. This isn't just good. Because it costs 5 mana. Because 5's a lot. There's a 4 mana draw 2? Yeah, and nobody fucking plays 4 mana draw 2s, guys. Guys. Nobody fucking plays this card. This card sees 0 play. 0 competitive play. Right? Like, this isn't good. As Kate plays 4 mana draw 2. As Kate plays Whispered Words. The difference with Whispered Words is that because you're an Ezreal Caitlyn, you're playing slower game plans where you're passing a lot. And if you get this off of Archivist, a lot of times you can spell the mana. These are, like, I feel like oftentimes these are very different types of decks. You had Hidden Pathways in my seasonals? Hidden Pathways, I'm pretty sure wasn't even in my seasonals deck. It's literally not in my seasonals deck. Where's Hidden Pathways? Where's Hidden Pathways? Where is it? Play Spirit Leech sometimes? It's different, right? Spirit Leech is very different, I think. been hit off the 2-2. I think I did hit off the 2-2 a couple times. And like in my my prep videos, I think my original list was on 1 copy, but I cut it for friendship. I'm not actually upset with you. I'm just letting you know. Got to play it up a little bit, right? Compared to Leech, they're very different though, right? Like they're incredibly different cards than Leech. They do very different things. So I mean, you know, your deck review? They're very not different. They're literally so different, Beast Llama. They're so different. What do you mean? When do you even play I? Bro, when your aggro opponent open attacks and you spend 5 mana in that matchup, that's when you play I.